Fran, unfortunately, I'm going to have to wrap this up soon, but I want to be sure to ask you that as the movie's had its life since it premiered, I mean, honestly, since you wrote it, since it premiered at Sundance, and as it's been coming out, it has remained sadly and shockingly timely. And what has that meant to you? Like, how every time that there's another school shooting while you've kind of been living with the movie, what do you think of? What does that do to you to see the movie still sort of like remain so necessary?
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate you asking it. I mean, the last few days, there's been moments that felt almost a little surreal, right? And that I kind of, this movie's the story's fiction, right? Of course, but the events that inspired it are not. And I created, forgive me, I don't know how a better way of saying it, but sort of a Frankenstein's monster of one of these, right? I pulled from so many different of tragic events to sort of piece together a fictional one. And watching the news this week, there's a sort of surreal connection I have with this. I mean, look, I've had a real privilege and honor of getting to know some parents throughout the process. I had so much insecurity and sensitivity and concern around how real survivors or communities or victims and families would feel about this film. And I've met with people, and I've really alleviated those concerns because I'm finding people really appreciate it, and it just resonates with people. It's look, ultimately it's about hope. It's, of course, there's themes of forgiveness and healing and reconciliation, but it's about moving through something to find a better place, a better path forward. And that resonates with everyone, and no matter what relationship you might have with grief or even something like this kind of unspeakable tragedy. So I try to, it's been definitely an emotional burden for sure. I feel exhausted a lot and sort of discouraged. But those connections that I make with audience members that are just moved on a sort of more human level, just a more universal level, it reinvigorates my sort of passion for this, to keep fighting for the movie and promoting it, But yeah, it's been the most rewarding professional journey of my life, but it's not been without, obviously some exhaustion and a lot of emotion. And it doesn't get easier at all when things like this happen.